Saturday. Alright guys, so you know I've been on travel in Tampa. This is a 10-day-old wash and go with the heavy hold from Emba, topped with the Emba Naturals topper and a little bit of I Create hold. And this is 10 days old. I have been resting for the last 2 days, so I haven't really been out, haven't been doing anything, but it's time to reset my hair. I'm not feeling the greatest, but it's time to get this done. So I wanted to come on to get that done, but I wanted you to see what Raya is looking like. So the curls are still there, even at 10 days, but it's time to wash her. So that's what we're here to do. And I would normally do it later, but I needed to get this done while I'm feeling it, because again, I'm not feeling the best, but it is time to reset my hair. And I do my hair lives for those, I think I was gone for 7 days. So I did it last Thursday morning and flew out to Tampa that Friday morning. I was in the high humidity, near the water, in the pool. I didn't get in the pool to wet my hair, but I was in the pool and, excuse me, and I did not take any extra product with me. That was, you know, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do my hair, but as you can see, we still have definition, even at day 10. So, the combo was a great combo for that weather that I was in. Welcome to the live. It was a great combo for the weather that I was in. And it worked out well. So I'm glad that I chose that combo because it served me well, and I was able to go to Tampa, not have to take any extra product, and my hair held up. And again, this is day 10, I'm back. But I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I have been resting for the last couple of days since I've been back. But this set held up very well. Hello, Nicole. So we are washing. Trying to get back on our wash schedule. I come on Wednesday mornings and Saturday mornings to wash my hair to help other gray naturals with their hair care. So when I wash my hair live, I take questions from other gray naturals who want to know how to maintain their natural curls. And so I am a learn by doing kind of person. I'm a visual learner, and there are others who are visual learners as well. So that's why I come on to wash my hair in the shower, because this is actually how I wash my hair. And a lot of times people need to understand, my gray naturals, that you need a water source. And you can wash your hair in the sink, but it's just a lot. It's messy. Washing your hair and keeping that water right there. So This is why I do what I do. And so that's why I'm in the shower, washing my hair. Welcome to the live. Hi, Blue. So the first step is to rinse out the product. So again, I haven't washed my hair for the last 10 days. I normally wash my hair every 4 to 5 days. So we're overdue, and we are getting it done today. I've been in Tampa on travel, and I needed my hair to last for the time I was away. And I had a conference to attend that I was working at, and I had to make sure that my hair held up through the travel. Went out to have fun with my friends prior to starting to work, as well as working. So, yes. Welcome to the live. So, the first step is to rinse the product from my hair. And I have on gloves because I even had to remove my polish while I was on travel because my nails have been peeling. So I got to figure out, get down to the bottom of that. But I don't want to snag my hair on those my nails. So back to the gloves I go. For those of you who know, you know. So you have been rinsing. Yes, I've been live for 7 minutes, so we've been rinsing for about 7 minutes. And I'm gonna probably take my full 10 minutes to rinse my hair this time, since I have not washed my hair in 10 days. So that is what we're doing. Just rinsing out the product that I had in here before. And thank you, Blue, for the compliment. Appreciate you. So we are just rinsing out his hair. I normally am live Wednesdays and Saturdays, but I have not been for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks probably. But we are back. We're getting back on track to be washing every 4 to 5 days and to use up this product that I have. So Raya lasted my hair. I have named her Raya, and so she did. She understood the assignment. We were able to go to Tampa and do the things we needed to do and not worry about our hair at all. I did not take any products to reset my hair. She lived just fine for those 7 days that I was in Tampa. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so I've been home for 3 days, and I have not done anything but rest for the 3 days, and so it's time to do my hair. Welcome to the live. Again, I wash my hair every 4 to 5 days, but I haven't in the last 10 days because I've been on travel. And so this set that I am rinsing out now was done last Thursday before I left on Friday morning to head to Tampa. And she lived well. So it's almost 10 minutes, Yeah, we at the 10-minute mark and we can start washing our hair now. So I'm going to use the Curl Mix Masters Collection Step 1 shampoo on my hair. We'll do 2 shampoos today. And this will be the first one. The Curl Mix Honey Hydration will be the second shampoo, my moisturizing shampoo. And the product that I used to set my hair before was the Emma Naturals Heavy Hold, along with the Emma Naturals Topper, and then I used some eye cream hold from Innocence, a little on the top of each section, which worked out well. But they're all botanical-based products, so I'm not worried about like a lot of buildup and things like that. I just want to make sure I'm cleansing my scalp because it was very humid there in Tampa when we walked outside to go to the convention center. We perspired quickly in our hair, so, but we held in there very well. Don't forget to like the live, double tap the screen to like the live. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. So, first shampoo, we're concentrating on our scalp, making sure that I am massaging my scalp. It's something you should do. Helps the blood flow, increase to your hair follicles. Even sometimes I have a scalp massager at my desk. Even when you get stressed sometimes. Take some time to massage your scalp. It is good for you. So anyway, I think we have done good with that first wash. And we are rinsing. Our second wash is going to be, like I said, with a moisturizing shampoo. So again, I was in Tampa. I was out in the sun a lot. There was a lot of sweating going on. And so I want to make sure that I am cleansing my hair properly. And you know, with our gray hair, I'm bad with like wearing a hat or anything like that. It's really good to do. So I'll tell you, do as I'm sharing with you, not as I do. I did not take my hat with me. But I normally have one of those kind of wrap-around hats. But that's still not protecting the crown of my head. I'm bad with the hat. I'm bad with the hat. I'll just say that. But it's good to protect your hair out in the sun because you've lost your melanin in your hair. So it's easy for it to burn, change colors, all of that when you have gray hair. So I'm trying to do better with it. I'm just not a hat girl. So again, I'll share it with you. Do with that information what you will, but not a hat girl, not a hat girl. And then I have so much hair the smush and a hat. And I mean smush because that's what's going to happen. That's why I have those open hats. Just trying to open it up. Get down to my scalp. Since I have high density hair, lots of hair per square inch on my head, I need to make sure I'm opening up the hair to get the shampoo out. Okay, so now we're going on to our second shampoo. And remember I told you that one's going to be a moisturizing shampoo. So we're using the Curl Mix Honey Hydration Moisturizing Shampoo. This shampoo is so moisturizing you can detangle with it. So there's the shampoo. I'm going to get in here. Same way I put in the other one. It smells so good. It's honey in the shampoo. I wouldn't go out and wash my hair with honey. Although the owner, she did that. She put honey in her hair. It's a mess. She wasn't recommending people do that. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, if you're interested in subscribing. So I'm just going to work the shampoo down the strands of my hair. But guys, again, this shampoo is so moisturizing. So let's go in again into the scalp, but I'm going to work this down the shaft of my hair. And it's so moisturizing that I can start to detangle in the shampoo process. So where are you guys joining from? And do I have any gray naturals here in the chat who have joined? I'm just smoothing it down. The length of my hair. Go into this section here. So I enjoyed myself in Tampa. It was really nice, really warm though. It was warm and humid in Tampa. I'm going to put a little water on this section of my hair and just work through it. So I'm not pulling, I'm just kind of going through, seeing where it's going to let me just separate the hair. Being very careful with it. You don't want to pull on your hair at all. You should be able to come in, you know, like you should be able to work through it and let it kind of drop. You don't want to pull at your hair because it's kind of vulnerable when it's wet like this too. So be careful. So that's as far as I'm going to go on that side. Come over here, kind of work it in, do the same. Still on a quest to use up open product. I think today we're going to use the Curl Mix Pineapple Potion, one of my faves. But I have some pineapple custard. I'm debating on if I'm going to use it or not. I've never used it before, so that would be something that I open, but I've had it, so I do need to open and use it. So we're going to see. That might be an experiment today. And I think I am going to top with some Innocence I Create Hold on top of this. If I use the pineapple potion. So I know I need to use up my I create hold. So we've gone through and can pretty much go through with my fingers. And being careful not to pull too much. There you go. Always add water. Always add water. So anyway, there you go. We're going through. Make sure you double tap the screen to like the live. I'm going to go on this side as well to work through this side as well. So we're going to rinse this out. So we have washed with the step 1 from Curl Mix shampoo. And then we came in with our second shampoo as the Honey Hydration shampoo from Curl Mix. And so we're rinsing those two out. Our next step will be conditioning. So we will spend a little more time conditioning and detangling our hair. So we washed away all of that product, any buildup that was left there for the last 10 days. We have taken care of that. And we are washing out this moisturizing shampoo, which did its job. It's moisturized and helped me to start the detangling process. Good morning to A Size Healthier. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. We have washed. We're on our second wash. It's a moisturizing shampoo. Yes, Raya is really growing. You are so correct. She is growing. She is thriving. She did well. Good morning, Mama Sky. Welcome to the live. Appreciate you joining. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. So we are trying to get back on track. This is day 10. And we don't go this long, but the travel was great. Tampa was great. Just the humidity was uber high. But Raya lasted, and I did not bring product, so if I had to refresh her, I couldn't have done anything. I would have just had to been able to style her. But I didn't have to style her. I got so many compliments on Raya. This one lady, she's great too. She was like, yeah, but my hair is just sitting there. She said, your hair has life. I love it. How do you do your hair? So the compliments were flowing. So I appreciate that Raya was able to hang in there in that Tampa humid weather. Even I went out, I was able to walk. I found this nature conservatory, and I was able to get out there and walk before I went to my conference, because then my walking was just all over the convention center, and walking from hotel to hotel, and walking from venue to venue. So we were averaging about 20,000 steps a day. So I was getting my walk in, just not the conventional 1 mile dedicated walk like I would normally do. But I got my movement in. All right, let's see. We want to get all this shampoo out. brought back home a cold though. So for the last couple of days, I got back on a Wednesday. I could have done my hair on Wednesday, but I wasn't feeling it. So I said, let's wait. Let's rest up and wait till Saturday. And that's what we're out here doing. But Raya looked good. Even today, even though I didn't do anything to her, I just slept on my satin pillowcase every day. She's still looking good. So I'm gonna open her up, make sure I am getting out all of that shampoo. We don't want to leave any shampoo in our hair. Does not serve us after it's done its part. Make sure you take the time to rinse your hair well. With this gray hair and white hair, sometimes you have to double check. Make sure you're not leaving anything. Because sometimes it looks like you are, but it's your white hair. That's what happens to me. So, just like to be careful, make sure I get it all out. So, there we are. We are thoroughly rinsed. And now, we're going to go in. I'm trying to still use the product. I thought, okay, I do have, a pumpkin potion, pumpkin power deep conditioner. So this one's in a bottle. So I'm going to go with this. Start with that one. Put it on. Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate you. So that is the pumpkin power deep conditioner I want to start with. Remember, the conditioner is for your hair. Shampoo is for your scalp. So I'm working from the base of my hair up to the top. And guys, I don't know what's going on. My nails are peeling, and I know it's got to be a deficiency, something I need. But they're peeling. And I'm looking into that because I ended up having to, I did polish my nails, and I ended up having to, like maybe, what was it? Saturday, Sunday, I think Monday, I ended up taking the polish off my nails. So I polished them on Wednesday, and I ended up taking the polish off. Making sure oh, there you go. Try not to put the wrong thing in my hair. So I'm going in with the pumpkin power on the other side as well. Again, I'm going from the base of my hair and working that product in. I like to go heavy with my conditioner. Well, while I was on the trip, I will say I wasn't getting in as much protein, and you know how I like to eat my 5 meals a day. I was probably getting in 2, maybe 3 meals a day, and then they were more carb focused, try to get in. While I was at the Airbnb, I made sure at least my breakfast, scrambled eggs, and I had a bagel and I think some Canadian bacon, something like that was my breakfast. But when I was at the conference, I got a wrap one day, and a wrap and my meals were kind of sparse. So, but they've been, the fingernails, splitting or whatever it is. It's not splitting, it's like peeling on the top. And it's been doing that off and on even before I went out of town. But you know, when I'm at home, I do get the protein in. So I'm not sure. I need some water in this mirror over here. It's fogging up, and I just realized it's fogging up because I didn't put any water in it. And I'm trying to pay attention to what it is over here. So I apologize. I think I went in talking and I did not feel my mirrors. So just doing that real quick. Yes, I don't know. What else could it be outside of protein? Because that protein, you know, like I wasn't getting it all in for these last 7 days or so, but it was doing that before. I'm gonna go on back in with some more. I think you need to wear gloves when your hands are in water. Well, that could be it. So I'll be more consistent, especially because my hands are in water longer when I'm doing my hair. And I had not been polishing my nails, kind of slack on that. But I polished them, you know, because that was the other thing. I was letting the gel, when I did gel on my nails, letting that grow off. So that peels, but I think I'm at the point where that's gone now. So I was like, why is it still peeling? So I don't know. I didn't know. The investigation has begun. All right, so we're just trying to get in some water. Water always gonna help spread the product around. Whoop. And remember, it's been 10 days, guys. I think that when I washed it last, it had been 9 days. And it takes more time and effort, in my opinion, to get my hair back to where I want it when I don't wash it before the 5 days. I have to put in a little more effort. And sometimes it's called for, but for the most part it's not. So that's what worked for me. I'm not telling you you need to do that, but for me, that's what works better, is to make sure I'm keeping to that 4 to 5 days regimen. Are you getting any shedding here? Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm getting, yes. Here's the shed hair off of the glove. And I should get a decent amount of shed hair because I haven't done her in 10 days, so. First I go through with my fingers to start the detangling process, and then I'll come in with the tool. So, but you see how since I started in the shampoo process, I'm able to go through a lot better. So there's some more shed hair. And my shed hair is unique to me, your shed hair is unique to you. So always pay attention to what you get so that you kind of know what's typical for you. Don't compare like what I get to what you get. We shed 100 to 150 hairs, shed hair a day. Okay? So that's not product taking your hair out. That's just naturally what your hair does. It sheds. So breakage is like that. Shed hair should be the length of your hair. But if you have little pieces of hair, that's breakage coming out. But mine is normally always, it coils up in a, like in a circle. So I can pull it out and it'll be the length of my hair. Alright, so there is that side. Detangle with my hand. Do the same over here. Welcome to live. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I'd appreciate it. And remember, this is my delicate area up here. So, okay, there's more shed hair. Get to like a snag or whatever, I take my time to work it out. I'm not just going to pull through it. That's where you see me stop. So I got a snag in there. Alright. Off this hand, off my glove. So be careful with your hair. Don't just pull through it. Again, it's most fragile in this wet state like this with water in it. So you want to be careful with it, and I'm just going through to comb through with my fingers, making sure that I am getting out the shed hair. Now I'm going in with the tool, so I'm going to separate this hair off. And I'm going to get a little water, because water is your friend. Before I start to put this tool in there, there you go. So I didn't add any, normally I'll put the regular shampoo and the deep conditioning shampoo, but I just use the Pumpkin Power deep conditioner to my strands. And look, you see I'm taking my time, working it up to the top. So we go under, and we do the same to the top. And then I do the same to the side, because I'm really trying to make sure I get out any shed hair. That's from the front. And I didn't start at the bottom because it's already allowing me to go through the hair with no issue. And so, let's see. Not much, because, some has already come out in with my fingers detangling, but there were still more to come out with the tool. So, we're going to go in, and I'm just going to twist this up and get it out of the way. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. So we're going to get that out of the way, and we know that that part is done. We'll move on to the next section. So I'm going to take this off and just put that right there. Turn around, let you see I'm just kind of working through again with my fingers before I go in with the tool. And I'm going to separate this off. Take a little water. We're not rinsing out the product, we just, see, we are just allowing me to be able to flow through with that water. And see, what you normally see here in the conditioner, that's what we're trying to lock in. So we see curls here. This is what we're going to lock in with the gel, is these curls. Okay? If you don't see curls at this point, it may be because you have a lot of buildup and you need to clarify your hair. Like I did not, the clarifying shampoo that I started with is not a clarifying shampoo that if I used a lot of products that were not botanical or natural based, they would not clarify my hair and get off like silicones and stuff like that. It's not going to get that kind of stuff off because it's more of a natural product. So you would probably have to use a more of a clarifier, like they have a brown sugar baby clarifying shampoo, or use like something like Kinky Curly Come Clean, something that will I'm gonna say like strip your hair more. So that is this section detangled. I'm gonna twist that up. Let's see. This is my more, it's more white here. It's more, the darker hair is still there. But this, the more I work with it, the better it gets. But we didn't always start out that way. So you gotta work with your hair. You gotta take time with it. Especially my gray hair girlies, you gotta take time with your hair and don't do your hair when you're tired. That's why I didn't do my hair Wednesday when I got home. I was uber tired. Thursday I was tired too. Friday I was like, no way. So I feel more rested today. And I was like, we can do this today. As you see, we have worked through. Hi Jackie, it's Jackie. Welcome to the live. We are deep conditioning our hair after not washing her for the last 10 days. I've been on travel in Tampa where the humidity was high. However, we made it and we did not have to do our hair. We actually got compliments on our hair. So that is great. I am using the Curl Mix, there it is, pumpkin power deep conditioner. So that's the only thing I have in here right now. And I first went through with my fingers, like you see me doing now, and detangling. But my detangling started in my shampoo process. Hey, Tawana, welcome to the live. My shampoo process, when I got to my second shampoo, which was the Curl Mix Honey Hydration, It's a moisturizing shampoo, and it allowed me to start my detangling process with that shampoo. I wouldn't do it with any other shampoo, but that one, she a keeper. So I am just going through, and now I just have the Pumpkin Power Deep Conditioner in there, and I worked it through first with my fingers, and then I came back with the tool. And I also added some extra water to it. These products are water-based products, water soluble, so they work best with water to help spread them out, help do what they need. And look at that. I am not working hard. I can run my fingers through, and that section is good to go. So we should take our time, Shirley, with our detangling process. And I say, you know, your conditioner, make sure you are adding some water to it too, because that should help spread that product around. You want some squishy, squishy hair. And that's what I'm always looking for. So we have made it to the front. And this is why, again, I say I do my hair in the shower. You know, people may think that's strange or weird. Why is she on here like somebody asked in the shower? However, I have my gray friends, my curly friends, and I'm telling you, I used to think that I didn't need to do all this in the shower. I used to wash my hair over the sink and do all of this, that kind of thing to it, and that wasn't the thing. I found that when I got in the shower, kept close to my source of water, and did all of this in the shower. See how messy this is with the conditioner? I got better results. So then I just went ahead and made it something that I did. I also have a shower chair that when I'm tired, like I had hurt myself last year, and I had to sit in a shower chair doing my hair. I didn't let it stop me. I just was sitting doing it. So some people can't stand that long, and I understand it. But you can have a shower chair and still do what you need to do. So remember, this is my delicate section, but look how it went through easy like butter. So let me show you. I think this is the hair from the back. From the back, in that little section right there. I haven't washed my hair in the last 10 days, so we're gonna have a decent amount of shedding. And there's my shed hair coming on in there. Because again, we shed hair about 100 to 150 strands a day. So 10 days should have more than 1,000 strands of hair in that brush and in my fingers. So, all right, this last section, and this one I break off. Remember, I slow down up here toward the top because this hair is a little more delicate, and I'm even going to add a little more conditioner. I'm using the Pumpkin Power, that's what I told you guys. So the Pumpkin Power Deep Conditioner is what I'm using. And that's all the conditioner I used today. Normally I mix the deep conditioner with I love the grapeseed conditioner from the Masters collection, the lavender, and I love the lavender scent, and I love the vanilla berry, but I didn't mix any one of those with it this time. I just used it straight. So Again, taking my time, raking through my hair, which is going through like butter. Twana, you say I got a shower chair, used it for the first time yesterday. It helped so much. It made it so much easier and faster, and I was so surprised. Girl, I'm telling you, it's the thing. I almost, like, oh, should I pull it out? I just have to readjust my mirrors or go downstairs and use it because I have mirrors down there at the shower chair height. And I think my bathroom down there, I get more space for it. But I love my shower chair. When I can't do that standing, it was a lifesaver. Now my husband, he had like open heart surgery, and that's how we ended up with a shower chair. But I'm glad I didn't get rid of it because it has come in handy. So I'm gonna put that hair off to the side right there, and I'm gonna get this hair. I'm so glad it worked out for you, Twana. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my tool. And sometimes you got to take time. Don't compare how much time it takes me to do my hair with how much time it takes you to do your hair. You take the time that you need. And I used to rush because I felt like, nobody ain't got time for all of that. But this is the true time. So I don't worry about rushing anymore. I do what I need to do with my hair in whatever time it takes. Now, it takes me less time than it did when I first started, but sometimes you just gotta have to take time. Don't rush the process. So, and it's been 10 days, y'all. 10 days. So we're working through this. This is longer hair too. So just making sure whenever I stop and get a snag, I'm working back through it. There is that hair, and I'm just smoothing the conditioner back through there, twisting this up. And then I have one more section to go. One more section to go. I think we're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use, pineapple potion today and top it with some intersects. And I came back home not feeling the greatest, guys, so started in sick while I was there. And then coming in and out and all the different temperatures, even in the convention center, when we first got there, it was warm in there, and then it was cold, and then it was crazy. And then it was like 91 degrees outside, and the humidity was uber high, and just taking my time to get through this hair. She has grown so much. I contemplate cutting her. So I remember when it didn't take me that long. Yes, Shirley, it is hot in Tampa. We left Tampa Wednesday. I think it was 91 degrees, and made it back home, and it was like 47 degrees, and it was raining, and I was like, oh. We left that to then come back to our rain area. So we have gotten all our sections done. But I'm telling you that Emma held up. She did her thing in Tampa, in that your high humidity. Raya thrived. So I'm just rinsing all this stuff off. I may need to use them. So, rinsing off the tools. See, it's a mess. Ah, trying to open up this clip. Tip it back where it belongs. Yeah, they said something about a heat wave or something. I don't know. But I was like, it was uber hot in Tampa. That's all I got to say. Very, very hot. All right, so this is the shed hair too. I'll show you that. I'll show you all the shed hair together. So that's the shed hair together. You see how they're all long hair, so that's shed hair, not breakage. So, and I got a little bit down here. As well. I have a little drain catcher that catches that hair, so you know it's going down my drain, my shower drain. Okay. We're gonna rinse this out. That one, okay. So we're rinsing out this deep conditioner. And the water just, I don't want to be getting hot on its own. So we're rinsing this out, so we're going to go ahead and, I think I'm going to use the pineapple potion, like I said. That's what I brought in here to use. Because that's one that's been open for a while. So I do need to get it used up in here. Tawana, what did you use when you did your hair yesterday? If you're still here. I'm telling you, this water just gets hot. My one twist at the bottom came out. It's like we're not staying in there. Just want to make sure I rinse out all the conditioner. goodness. Get all the conditioner out. It does not benefit you to leave in conditioner that was meant to be rinsed out. Use a leave-in if you want to have some conditioner residue, but don't leave in conditioner that should be rinsed out. They have different properties normally. Do different things. So. Okay. I think we are good. Just going through one more time, making sure you don't leave any. Get my other towel. You use watermelons, that's 1 and 2, honey hydration, watermelon gel, honey hydration gel. I don't have honey hydration gel. Strawberry hibiscus leave-in, and Master's Collection mousse. Okay, Tawana, I see you. Awesome. That sounds like an awesome combination. I'm not a watermelon fan. I gave all my watermelons to my grandson, I think. Yeah. At least the shampoo and the moisturizer. I'm glad I only bought the, what do you call it, the sample. The trial kit, wrong towel. The sample one, because I wasn't a fan of it. I don't think it did what I needed it to do for this gray hair. All right, so, you know I like to put on my bag, the shower cap, to hold in some of that moisture. All right, and I'm gonna, let's see, start with my leave-in, and I think I'm gonna use the Pineapple Potion leave-in. So I'm going in with that much. I love the smell of it. Turn around, let you see. So I just try to do it like a ponytail motion. Nice and juicy from having the water on my hair. So I haven't used this before, but I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it next. It's the Pineapple Potion Custard. So, an experiment. Again, I've had it for a long time, so I think, well, if it pumps out, I should be using it because I don't want it to be over its shelf life date. And I should have primed the pump. Let's see, because it's not coming out. Oh, there it is. All right, so that is the pineapple custard, Pineapple Potion Custard. So I'm going to put some of this. It's like smooth lotion. On next. Smoothing, smoothing, smoothing. Same ponytail motion. And I'm just smoothing it. On my hair. Then I'm going in with the Pineapple Potion Flakeless Gel. That's what I'm going to use. Smoothing it in. You see the curls? Are you able to see the curls in there? I'm getting more grays, and this thing is acting different. I need more product for my definition to last. The curls will stay, but as soon as I go to sleep on the left side, it needs refreshing. So does it need refreshing? I agree with you. Our grays require more product, actually heavier product in my opinion. But I can lay down on my hair and she'll go flat, but if I leave her alone, she will come back to life. Or I take a blow dryer that's just on cool air and blow the hair around and she'll start to get back into formation. Have you tried that instead of applying more product to your hair? Or washing more often? Okay, you see the shed hair? It's a ball. Whoop, whoop. But it's long hair, guys. It's a ball. Anyway, do you see that? I'm loving these curls. So, I'm going to twist it up and get it out the way. Go on to the next section. I use Heavy Hold Gel. I can't wait to try the Honey Hydration Gel, but I'm still working through open products. Okay, it's summer, so I would do more. Yeah, I said that's the other thing. Long as you start to pay attention to your crown and then start to do different things. And thank you to a Size Healthier and Shirley. Appreciate it. Yeah, so see, the curls is already popping and we're going to add one more gel onto the top of that, but I just wanted you to see. Now this is a different animal because do you see I have more white hair in here? Even though she has, with just water, she has curl, but she has a lot of frizz. So we're going to go in with the leave-in. First, the Pineapple Potion leave-in. And I got to make sure I'm getting up here at the base. Because sometimes we complain about having puffy roots, but it's because we didn't work the product in from root to tip. So sometimes it's user error, and it's because we are still perfecting our technique, figuring out what works for us. And when I talk out loud, tell myself, make sure you get the top up here You know, it makes a difference. It really does. So this is just leave-in. Gray hair, don't care. I love my gray hair, but we got to be nice to it. We have to listen to it and give it what it needs. And moisture, water. Water is moisture. It needs that. And I had to learn because I was hard-headed. I wanted to wash my hair every 7 days, but I had to learn that that was not going to be what was going to happen. My hair was frizzing up more and stuff like that. And then that's when I had to make time to wash my hair midweek to get better results. So that's the leave-in. And then, whoop, let me see. I got some on my fingers. So I'm gonna rinse that off. You don't have to. I just want to do that. Okay, so then we're going in with the custard. This is my first time using the pineapple custard. And like a milky moisturizer. And I'm making sure I'm getting up here too. And I'm working it down. You gotta take the time to work it in. So I mean, it's starting to separate, most definitely. All right. And I see shed hair, and I'm just gonna pull it out. And then we're going in with some. The rest of my head has lots of definition, but wherever the gray is, loses definition for, yes! In my front, remember when I set this set, I had to make sure I put enough product right here in the front because it has a lot of white hair, and that white hair is disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I'm sorry, I didn't turn off my notifications and my phone is ringing, so now, and I hit the wrong thing, so I can't stop the call. So I'm sorry if you can't hear me, but you will be able to once the phone stops ringing. Okay, sorry, a call came through, and I hit the wrong button. I don't know if you could hear me. But anyway, yeah, gray is so disrespectful. Look at that. That's why pineapple is bae. She is really, Twana says, I might need to wash twice a week too. I do that more in the summer, but as soon as it gets cooler, never have time. Okay, got it. But do you notice that you still have the frizzing issue in the wintertime or when summer's not going on? Because definitely, I would make more time in the summertime, but now I do it all year long. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm just going to put 2 more pumps of that gel because of the white area. And then I'm going to twist that up and get it out of the way. Kind of let it marinate together. Give it time to do its thing. All right. Now we're taking out that other twist. Hold on. So you see how it's dripping with water? So that's why I put the bag on, so I can capture the water. Oh, leave-in. I was looking for what I'm looking at. Pineapple push and leave-in. So we're putting 2 pumps. That's what we did on the other side. That was the leave-in. All right, so I'm gonna rinse that off my hand. Going in with the custard. 2 pumps. See, it's kind of milky, kind of creamy, very light. But I've had this for a while and never used it, so I think I'm in my 2-year, shelf life window. But I need to start using it. All right. Now we're going in with the flaxseed. It's pectin. It's not a flaxseed gel. The pineapple potion is a pectin gel. Not flaxseed. But my hair loves this gel. See the clumping together that it does? Make sure we get to the top of that hair. There we go. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but she is clumping. And smoothing helps get it into the product, into those strands, especially these gray strands. They need some little more massaging, y'all. So, and some marination. If you notice, even with the Emba, I let it marinate. I went to go eat. I'm not gonna do that with this, but went to go eat, and then styled my hair. So you see the water, it keeps the water, the bag keeps the water in there. So we're going in with some leave-in. Like a ponytail motion, we're working it through. Working it in. And you gotta spend time again with your hair. You gotta do what you gotta do. Only you know after a while what it takes for your hair to get it to where you want it to be. This is your first summer with this much gray. I'm mostly salt and pepper. You can see the salt more when I need to wash. We'll find out how the grays act this summer. Yeah, honey, them grays is moving in and they're gonna teach you a thing or two. They really are. So, go with the flow. Let me rinse this off. We go in with some of the custard. Custard. Yeah, you be patient with those grays and just know, make sure you just start to give them a little more product than you would normally give your regular strands. And you'll see that that probably will help a lot. You know, I know people would say, I use too much product or I couldn't use that much. Well, I know at first I was very light-handed with the product and I was always getting frizz on day 2. Sometimes on the same day as when I did my hair because I was using what everybody else was using. And I had to learn to experiment and start putting a little more and then trying something that was a little heavier to make it work for me. So before I learned that I could use something heavier, I just first learned to add more product. Yes, it don't care. See now, yeah, your hair, gray hair, like I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's that rebellious child. So, yeah, you gotta start using a little more and just paying attention to what your hair wants, not what you think, oh, that's too much product. No, 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 it may not be too much product for you. It might be too much product for the next person, but you just gotta make sure you're working it in so you don't end up with tons and tons of flakes. And you're using enough water to help spread the product. So this is with pineapple potion, leave-in, and custard. And now we're going in with the gel. Generous amount of the gel. You have fine hair, so I was scared of heavy products. Yeah, honey. I have, well, fine and medium and coarse up at the top, but you don't have to use as much as me, but yeah, heavy products can work. You just don't need to use a ton of it. And now I'm a chunky. Okay, Tawana, I see. That's what they did to me. I'm blaming it on them. Who is them? I don't know, but I'm blaming it on them. So we're working the product in. into these strands. And I take more time in the front than maybe in the back because, well, those curls are different back there. And these are the curls you see more. And I used to not put as much work into doing the separating when you see me do that, because I was like, I'm done. But I like the separation in my hair, and I just know that meant I had to work at it, work at it a little bit more. All right. So there's that, and we're gonna use a little more. Make sure this is the flexi gel and not the leave-in, since I got them both sitting down there in front of me. And we're just working it in. So this is pretty much a pineapple potion set, because I haven't used anything else, but I will, like I said, I probably will use some hold over top of this. But once I get everything in, then I'll use some hold. I see that piece there. Don't think I don't see it, but she got enough love. I gotta get this love into this section right here. Trying to get all of this in here. Once I get it all in there, then I'll make hold be my last thing that I put on there. But she's doing good. So now, I think I'm gonna put these two sections together. And then the hair is nice and juicy, wet, like you'll start to see water run from it's dripping on me. So you see the water dripping. That's why I use the shower cap to hold in the water. Otherwise, she would have dried up by now. So when I did the Emba set, I wanted her to be more damp, so I didn't put a plastic bag on her so the water could run out freely and it could be damp. But I do want my hair to be saturated somewhat with water. I don't want to have to add to it though, so that's why I'm just using the plastic bag. So this was leave-in, and we're just working it through. Some people say they can't do the big sections. I've learned how to work with my hair so I can do those big sections, but if it's better for you, when I started out, I did smaller sections and worked the product in. I can just separate, to work it in still. But if you have to do it in smaller sections, do that. Do whatever works best for you. Over time, I've modified how I've done things. I have made changes, made improvements to my process, over time. So. And this is not for everybody. This is what works for me. If you see something that works for you, take it. Something that doesn't, leave it there. I'm just sharing because I was in these YouTube streets looking for someone who had hair like mine and could show me how to manage mine a little better. And when I didn't see exactly what I was looking for, I decided to share what worked for me. All right, so no pineapple custard. That was just the leave-in, I think. Now I'm putting in the custard. Shirley, you're so welcome. You always get these people on this app, what is she doing? But that's why I have a purpose. I do it for a reason. And I like to help others, especially areas that I did not find that kind of help for myself. So I figured if I was looking for it, somebody else might be looking for it too. All right, so we have pineapple potion leave-in, and we have pineapple potion custard in this section. And now we're going to put in pineapple potion gel. So just kind of working it through. And now we're going in with the gel. Say it out loud so I remember what I'm doing. So, working it in for the base. And a lot of times we don't take the time to spend to work the product into our strands. So it takes as long as it takes for you. So don't ever get caught up in the time. Sometimes I feel like that when I'm doing my hair and I'm doing it in front of people, they don't have time for that. But you guys can pause it. I mean, not pause it, but you can leave and come back and watch it later. So I want it to be true, because sometimes people get frustrated and they're like, well, it takes me 3 hours to do my hair. How are you doing it in an hour and a half? Because I was rushing. But on top of that, that's my hair. I can do it in whatever time frame that I need to do it in, but I want to be real and show you that sometimes when I take too long to wash my hair, it takes me longer to do my hair. And I want to be real about that. And I want to be real about what it takes me to do my hair too. And some people will say, I'm out there, don't take all of that. Well, for me it do. For you, maybe not. But it's an investment in yourself, which I think is worth it. Okay, so I got to work up here. I don't think I worked the leave-in and stuff up here. But definitely, I just realized that I have to work that gel up in there, up in that top portion of my hair. Work this in. But it takes time, guys. Especially, this is why I don't like to wait so long to wash my hair. Because I'm going to take the time to, work the product in. I know that we've been dehydrated. Although Emba holds the water in my hair a lot better, longer, but to have her rehydrated. And I'm just getting some more gel. So you see that hair with the gel. Now we're gonna put, like I keep telling you, we're gonna put a topper on this. 'Cause this set has to live for 5 days. And it's just what we do. Actually, let's see. You can take this off. And this is our last section. And you see she still has water, and we're going in with the leave-in. Pineapple potion leave-in. Start where that water is at the bottom. And work her in. Welcome to the live. We are applying our stylers. We have washed with the Masters Collection Step 1 sensitive shampoo. Then we went in with the Step 1 for the Honey Hydration Moisturizing Shampoo. Then we use the Pumpkin Power Deep Conditioner. And then we followed up with the Pineapple Potion Leave-In, the Pineapple Potion Custard, which I'll put on next, followed by the Pineapple Potion Pectin Gel. So those are the things that are in all of this right now. So we're going in with the Pineapple Potion Custard. My first time using this. It's very light and seems like a moisturizer, but that's what it's like. And I'm just putting that in to the area now. So there is, see, I don't know if you can see that shed hair hanging there. I think that's another one. Oh, no, that one's mine. Meaning it's still there, attached. Open this up, kind of work it in to these two sides. And then we're going to apply the gel. All right, Pineapple Potion Gel. Working it in from the bottom up. Don't forget to double tap the screen and like the live. We appreciate you. I am Rosa. My crown is Raya. We come on. We haven't been consistent lately because we've been traveling and working. Okay, that one that I said is mine, but it was like knotted up with another one because that was just too long. Be careful there. We come on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and we do our hair to help other gray naturals answer any questions that you may have. that I can answer. I am not a hairstylist, and I do not play one on television or on YouTube. I just share what works for me. So, and I have a great relationship with my stylist, so I'm always, if I have a question about stuff, I can always reach out to her and ask. I love our relationship. That is with Jill. And we're going to add some more. Yeah, I came back from Tampa, not feeling my best. But we are here. Okay. Oop. Okay, so there we have all of the product with the exception of my topper applied to Raya. And I am going to apply, this is the topper, we're using the I Create Whole. That's one pump out of there. That's just kind of going over this section. I will apply the rest as I go, but this section right here is like my Achilles heel, and I want her to marinate with this hole in there. So I'm going to turn the water on. Now she want to be cold. I don't want to put cold water on top of I Create Whole. If you use I Create Whole, you'll learn that when it gets cool in the shower, or when it gets cool in the shower, I Create Whole can get seize up, like, and it'll start causing your hair to tangle. So it's good to apply like some warm water to it. But once it gets cold, it like tangles a lot. If you makeup. So warm water in this section, and I'm just going to twist that up and get it out the way. And let her marinate up. Oh no, I touched something on there. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to put my bag back on. And I'm going to go ahead and now start working with the back to style her. I like what she's looking like. I just want to take this whole section and add the holes to the whole section. I don't want to do it in sections because I really do want the pineapple to shine through. So I just want to glaze over here. So I'm just doing one pump to apply to that whole section. Maybe one more. That's like a half a pump. See, I got a couple of shed hair balls. I'm gonna take those off. Put some water on here. It's warm water, like I was telling you. And because it's doing what it's doing, I think I'm going to do, thank you, I think I'm going to shake her. I don't think I've shown you guys that, like, as a whole. So normally I go through and I separate, but I'm going to shake her. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to shake. So I got in the product back there. We're going to get in some I Create Hold over here. So that's one whole pump. Thanks to Juana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She has really been thriving, honestly. It seems like out of nowhere. Although I would see it when it was wet, like you guys are seeing it now. But she always shrunk up. But I knew she was getting long. Even my stylist, she was like, oh my God, Raya, it's getting so long. I'm like, yeah, it's like your child growing up, right? So, just making sure I can still go through this section. And I'm going to put this clip right there. Because when I shake her, I want her to stay in place. So there is the curls over there. We're going in on this section. Making sure to get that top section that I missed out on. And we're going to add some water. I Create Hold works best with water. Curl Mix works best with water, so they both love water. Alright, so we have that in there. We already did this section, right? With some hold. We're going to just add some water on top of her. Like that. And I'm probably going to put a little another glaze. No, I'll put some, what is it? Pumpkin. No, pineapple up here. As well. And then we're going to shake her. I'm not going to go and define her like I normally do. Up. I see I had a little something, and it's in my fingers. So you see how the shed hair still continues to come. So there. So what I'm going to do now is I put a clip here and a clip there, right? Hey! How are you, LA? So we did a pineapple potion, a Curl Mix pineapple potion set, and we topped with I Create Hold, and I'm just going to shake her. And that's what we're going to do. We're not going to define this hair. We're going to shake her. I haven't done that for you guys since I've been doing this little live series. So here we go. We're just going to, I'm going to cut off this water for a second. And I'm just going to shake to define the hair instead of define it like I normally do. All right. I know you can't see it, but I am shaking her. Oh, hold on. Got stuff all over my face. Let's see. Let's see if we can. So how's the back working? Trying to see in my mirror. Let's see. Thank you. So I think we're gonna go with this shaking. I can get all the product off my face, but we're not gonna spend the time like you've seen me do. Sometimes this is what I do. I just shake it and let it separate the way it wants to because it was separating so well. So I think this is what we're gonna go with. Let me just make sure the part is where it needs to be. Okay, thank you, Shirley. So the back is looking good. And we're gonna see. So you can do that. That's another technique that you can use if it works for you now. I can't do this with the Emba products because when I do that, I get more frizz. But I could tell by the way this was looking that this might be a shakeable wash and go. So it's only because I do my hair all the time that I can, like see that. So you have to learn how to tell in your wet state what it's going to look like. You said using the clips to keep the parting on place before shaking. It's such a clever idea. Thank you. Yeah, I had to learn that one because then I was moving things around. So I think this is where we are. And then I try to show you guys. So I have an intake dryer. And what has helped me is having a large hairnet. And I put the hairnet on, and you might think it will mess up my hair, but it doesn't. And I put it on like this, and I go sit under the hair dryer. And that way the intake dryer does not pull my hair up, because if I sit under the dryer now, my hair will be pulled up in all directions. But using my intake, using the hairnet, thank you for liking the live. Using the hairnet helps me to keep my hair down. So we have reset this 10-day-old wash and go. And I will come back and let you guys see what she looks like when she's done. But thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you learned something that you can take into your wash and go routine. But make sure you share whatever you're doing too with me, because I love to hear your updates. All right, guys? Well, thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time. Remember, do whatever you have to do to stay healthy, happy, and whole. Bye-bye. Got to take my glove off to close it.